NFL. And we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Raiders and the Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to...
Pickett going to bootleg it.
That's complete to Robinson. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries, 74 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And given 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man, that's Renfro. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's Jacobs.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them.
And he's in! Touchdown, the Raiders!
Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He may go. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Linval Joseph
forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now it's Peterson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Garoppolo.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Second down, here's Pickett. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down, Steelers.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Pickett right back to the air again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a third down throw, but it misses misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
Garoppolo on first down.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
On first down, Warren. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Play action. Garoppolo.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A distance distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 21.
Now Pickett.
And that's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Pickett back to throw.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren.
A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Abdul is going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. This is fielded at the 27. Able to avoid him at the 40.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Pickett lost it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An excellent gain, 35 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 8-yard line.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raiders heading out to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on third down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a 2nd home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Here's Pickett.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
3rd and 2, Pickett.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's complete to Adams.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Garoppolo again.
It gets it right back to Mayer.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams.
And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper from 3 yards out.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run on 1st down. It's Warren. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
187 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give, right side. Warren. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, it's Warren. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
So Garoppolo and the Raiders now down by 11, a little over a minute to go. Now the fourth down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way, but bottom line, they're still alive. He's got a man, complete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
He has Mayer complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.